Welcome back for another video with political trends. Today we'll be looking at the ultimate SJW cringe compilation. Let's jump right into it. Starting off with this SJW trying to teach kids different pronouns through dessert.
Good question. And yes, put simply, she, they is an either-or situation. You can either use she, her, or you can use they, them. To explain why I'm using she, they, rather than just she, her, I'm going to use the medium of dessert. So when I was younger, the only thing on the dessert menu was a chocolate brownie. I didn't particularly like the chocolate brownie. I didn't really enjoy the chocolate brownie, but it didn't really bother me either, so I ate the chocolate brownie. So when I got older, some people told me that there wasn't only one option on the dessert menu, and that as well as a chocolate brownie, there was also a raspberry sorbet which I could potentially...
This SJW was definitely looking for a fight on Cinco de Mayo.
With anything, I'm asking, are you Mexican?
How's the poncho Mexican? Let's just get that going.
Are you? No, you're not. If you're not Mexican, how is it your holiday?
It's not my holiday.
No, it's no one's holiday. We're celebrating.
Okay.
Celebrating what? Celebrating what?
Cinco de Mayo. Like
It's not your holiday, sir.
Okay, then what is our holiday?
That's good for you white people to figure out. I don't fucking know. Cinco de Mayo is not your holiday.
Okay, so
white people celebrate American holidays.
Let's get
Wow.
Yo, get out.
This SJW/feminist talks about making men and women enjoy their lives. Never have I ever seen a feminist that wants to see men have a good life.
I love comments like these. They make me so happy because they prove the point that men don't get it. I'm a feminist, intersectionality feminist. I believe in making life better for both men and women. People like this don't understand that they're stuck in the patriarchy, that they are stuck in a socially conditioned form of mind.
This man really needs to take a chill pill.
Are war criminals and liars and charlatans. Atheism forever.
Does he say filthy and tryout?
No, this is real. I'm throwing back everything you dirty Goyim have thrown back at us.
This man just started talking to the wrong crowd.
So,
wait, so what's up?
So, like, what did Milo say that was violent and a rape threat?
It is violent. That's
what
the
did
words that he says, the rhetoric, racist, sexist bullshit, that is violent.
Well, what racist thing did he say?
You don't know what racism is?
No. I don't know what he said that was racist.
Did you just pay money to sit in there?
No, I actually didn't even go.
This woman knows what's up. Take that, SJWs and feminists.
Pardon women of color who don't want to call themselves feminists, because they've been largely excluded from feminist movements by white women who still upheld systems of racist oppression. You know, it's kind of hard to want to join the team that was just booing at you in the game before.
They literally act like a bunch of animals. Now this SJW just made the whole video feel creepy. I understand if he was trying to be nice, but it's creepy.
Hey there, hi, my name is Mercury and I'm the trans maintenance lady, and today we're gonna be shocking. I'm kidding, I'm gonna be safe. We're gonna do some electrical work. Do your safety first. This outlet's loose, so let's fix it. We're gonna turn off that power first, so we're gonna put this little outlet tester in, and then turn off the breaker. Our tester is off, so we know we're safe. Now we're going to take this cover off and see what we're working with. Now I want this outlet to sit perfectly in the wall and nice and flush, so we're going to use some spacers to get that job done. And if you're still scared of electrical stuff after this, that's okay. I'd rather you be safe than anything happen to you.
This lad is literally making fun of SJWs, and I'm definitely here for it.
Yeah, nah, my generation is so soft. Like, you can't say anything these days about the PC police kicking down your door. Like, yeah, nah, tell me about it, dude. I'm always under fire for my right-wing views too. Nah, not like my views on tax. Nah, sorry, less regulation. I wasn't even aware that was a right-wing stance. Nah, it's not those views. It's more to do with like the more like social side. Now, I hate people who feel the need to specify their pronouns. Like, yeah, I didn't know what a pronoun was till like last year, but that's past the point. It's like, we can tell what your pronouns are. And get this right, if anyone ever asks me what my pronouns are, I always say normal.
I'm assuming this lady got her haircut to look like a man, so why is she making fun of them?
Call the 1-800 White Man Privilege Hotline now. Our roster of white men will come to your rescue in almost any situation. Avoid redlining. We can co-sign your mortgage, help you hail a cab downtown, and stop store managers from following.
Some SJWs just need to be reminded of the saying, each to their own.
To learn that Scarlett Johansson has joined the myriad of voices that are condemning the Golden Globes for their lack of diversity, which is a long time coming because the Foreign Press Association that votes on the Golden Globes is a joke, consists of only 87 people from mostly really obscure publications, and not a single black person is in there. And I'm glad people are realizing how ridiculous the Golden Globes are at this point, but coming from Scarlett Johansson, it's just really funny.
This SJW got shot down by this news reporter very fast.
In America, if you let in too many immigrants into America, if you keep letting that border be run over by immigrants, then you are not going to have a country anymore. You are not going to have an English-speaking country anymore. You are not going to have the American culture anymore. Immigrants massively vote for large government. Your government is going to expand. Social programs are going to expand. And for people, young people like myself, we're going to get the butt of it. We're going to be ignored. They're certainly ignored by Hillary Clinton. I mean, it's almost like our leaders have completely forgotten what legal immigration is. Everyone seems to feel bad for all these illegal immigrants and all of these refugees coming in on boats. What about the people waiting 5 years to come into the country legally? I mean, I don't know why legal immigration even exists anymore when I could just put on some bronzer, get on a dinghy boat, and show up on the border of Sicily or the beaches of Sicily with a Quran in hand and be accepted as an immigrant. Or go across the border with Moroccans and be accepted as an immigrant.
No, we're not saying things like that on my program.
This guy changed his sentences up real quick after the reporter asked him a question.
What are we doing when we treat women like that? I don't understand.
You can't put someone in prison if you haven't proven them guilty of something.
So then how do we prove everyone guilty of stuff? There are convictions, there are charges. When you say alleged rape, you're not believing the victim of said. You know, we put alleged as a word.
So are you saying that we should just believe women right away when they say they've been?
We have to believe any.
This woman has a good point.
With the dress size and the scale size.
I agree with that, Juju. I think the most important thing that we can give to a child is a love for their body, teaching a child how to treat his or her body well by eating properly and daily exercise. And having cake and ice cream at someone's birthday party isn't why America's fat. It's acting like every day is somebody's birthday party is why America is fat.
Well, I have to say that food is a pleasurable thing. It can be a pleasurable thing in moderation, and I absolutely believe in that. And I think that there's nothing wrong with celebrating a birthday with something that's pleasurable, such as food. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
And the idea is that we've gotten ourselves to the point where we're behaviorally and neurochemically dependent upon food.
And now this TikToker and her thoughts on working out.
But actively not wanting to be fat is indeed fatphobic. Also, your statement just indicated that people who work out are also people who do not want to be fat. Did you know that fat people work out without wanting to become thin? Did you know that you can work out for reasons other than wanting to change your physical appearance? The fitness and diet industry has absolutely perverted what exercise is and what it is good for.
Then just remember to bring a jacket. You clearly live in the UK, so I'm sure you have one.
And so it's just so actually quite nice to see this research. It's just such a relief to know that there's actually proof that this is happening, that women, do feel the cold more than men, and that the AC in offices is normally regulated more for a male's temperature than a woman's.
So now men can't call women cute? This is crazy.
Nor am I saying this is something urgent, but I think it's kind of interesting. I mean, think about it. How many men do you know who are like, my girlfriend has to be shorter than me. She has to have a higher pitched voice. She has to be small. I don't like hot girls. I don't like sexy girls. I like cute girls. Girls who are like clingy, kind of feisty. The whole like obsession with innocence sexually or like just personality wise, like just being innocent.
This video is very educational.
The same Marcellus Wiley that loves to remind us how he's a Columbian graduate and how he has all this experience of being a professional athlete and how he has all these great critical thinking skills makes the claim that white privilege doesn't exist because it implies black disadvantage, and then he brings up the wealth gap. Research over me search. Google is your friend, dog. Racial wealth gap, Columbia University. That's all you gotta type in and look at all the stuff that comes up. And that little Google search, Marcellus, led me to the Center for Study of Wealth and Inequality.
This TikToker says they're 100% man. I just think it's just 100% cringe.
100% man! And this man has got something to say to you!
This SJW clearly does not understand the term mother.
They are female to male. When he went to the hospital and had his child, he was upset because many of the hospital staff was referring to him as the mother. He is biologically the mother. And while that is true, here's why it's disrespectful. He goes by male pronouns and is a male. Yes, he did just have a child.
Thanks for watching. See you next time on Political Trends.